Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I have another package to unbox. This one I got from Rockin. I ordered it just a couple days ago and it's already here, which is awesome. So, I don't have anything to open this with, but I'm going to find something. Alright, here I found this. Let's just get this over with. This was a very cheap item I acquired. It was practically nothing, honestly. With I think shipping was free. For what they go for, I'd say it's a pretty good deal. And I'm sorry that the setting is in my garage today, not in the typical setting that is my room because of the virus and junk. I was not allowed to bring a package into the house, so that's great. I don't know how I'm even supposed to open this. This is just weird, but figure this out. Quite weird. Okay, that was kind of difficult, but here it is. What is it going to be? Alright, it is a Rockin' Randall, as you can see. This is my second one. This is my first second generation Rockin' Randall. I have a first generation, looks like the mouthpiece is out. I was looking to get a second gen. I got the Minnesota Vikings for $18 with $0 shipping because shipping was free. So it was an $18 total. Definitely worth it. Looks a little dirty, but from what I've heard, the mouth does not work. The mouthpiece is out right now. Everything else seems to be in pretty good shape. So I'm going to go get batteries for this and wash my hands. Alright, so now I'm going to test him for the first time. Alright, so that's Rockin' Randall in his current state. Let's get him down to the workshop and get him fixed up. Alright, so here we have Rockin' Randall, and what we are going to be doing is nothing more than a simple mouth repair. So, obviously there are a couple staples in the neck that we need to have removed. Oh yeah, and this snapped off, so yeah, but there are a few staples in the neck that need to be removed. I'll show you some of them. There's one in the front, and then there is one there, and what I'm going to be using to remove them, little flathead screwdriver. So yeah, that should be simple enough. I take the staples out and I pop the head right off. Shit. God damn, what? Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, I don't. That was so difficult. I couldn't get the staples out of the head. They were like glued in or something. Let's pop the head off. Boop. Alright, so here it is with the head off, and just doing that took about 20 minutes because the staples were really tightly packed in, so to speak, and I couldn't get them out, and it was becoming very frustrating, and yeah, my knuckles are bleeding, but I'm going to continue with this repair because it's actually pretty easy from here on out, besides, of course, gluing the mouth back on, because it appears that it's actually been glued before. I don't know. Guess it snapped off. Alright, here I'm going to test the motor. It is most likely locked up, so let's test that out and see what happens. So what it looks like is that we just have a motor that's quite locked up. Yeah, so basically, I can try to free it up, and if that doesn't work, then we are going to replace the motor. As for the gear that was holding the string in place, I think that needs to be replaced as well because it did look like it was cracked pretty badly. I can't find it just a second, but yeah, so this would probably be better off just like replaced, but yeah. So it stopped making that grinding noise, which means it's been freed up quite a bit. So the gear that I've used to attach the string back onto the motor, it's not the exact one to use, it's not this gear exactly. It's one of these spiral sort of gears that I got in a pack of gears from, I don't even remember, I think I ordered it from some Chinese website or something, before 2020. Anyway, here is it working, and yeah. You get the idea. The activation is so long on this thing. Alright. Anyway, I'm going to get the head back on now. That's all it needed was that replacement gear and just a little bit of messing around with the motor to get it to free up, which basically all I did was just spin it. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get those staples back in, but I messed them up pretty badly, actually. That's them. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to get them in, maybe not. Whatever. I'm actually surprised at how good the condition is on this item. It's in really good shape besides the mouth not working. And I got the staples back in, which is awesome. Yeah. So that's pretty exciting. Only one of them is actually an original staple because I messed them up pretty bad. There's one of them. Anyway, so yeah, I just got staples from other stuff I had lying around, just spare parts and stuff like that. and I took them out of those, and they did the trick just fine because they're the same size and everything. So yeah, I got the staples back in the head, and yeah, this was a very simple repair. It was just the mouth that that didn't work. So I'm going to glue the mouth back on, if I can find it. Here it is. And I'm going to use this Gorilla Impact Tough Super Glue, which is honestly not even the best stuff to use. I personally prefer the Loctite, the gel stuff, but it'll have to do because that's all I have for now. So I'm going to give it a day to dry, and I will see you guys later when I have done that. Alright, so here is Rockin' Randall. I got the mouth attached, of course, and now he works flawlessly. I don't have any complaints. So these Rockin' Randalls, they're pretty common. The reason I got the Vikings one in particular is because it was $18 shipped. So that's like practically nothing, because usually it costs $18 alone to ship these things. So I don't know what happened there. They probably didn't make any money off of it, but whatever. I got my item. And I actually like this one in particular because of the purple outfit. I think that it looks really good on him. Anyway, there's not much to say about this that hasn't already been said in this video. Fixing him was actually not super difficult, but I did come across some frustration. I don't know why, but these staples were glued in, like, really, and it was impossible to get them out, and I just destroyed the staples, so I had to get new ones. But he works fine now, so that's not a huge deal. Obviously, this item, he turns his head, swings his hips, and moves its mouth. I'm sure you have seen this before. If you haven't, well, I'm going to show him in just a minute. I did get a new battery cover for him. Obviously, he doesn't have the box either, which is kind of lame, but it doesn't really matter. I have a first gen with a box, so it's really not a huge deal. This is a second generation Rockin' Randall, which basically just means that unlike the first generation, it's built like the standard pop culture series character instead of the, like, I guess what I compared the mechanism of the originals to is like the big heads that were made, the Halloween ones in 2001. And then the number on this one is 01, which is because this was the first in the line of Gemmy sports characters that were made. I think either Pigskin Pete or Buddy Big League is 02 and then 03. I don't remember the numbers exactly. So yeah, that's pretty cool. On the sides here it has the little team logo. Those come off sometimes, and there actually was a third generation made of the Rockin' Randalls, which there's not really too much different about it. It just has an adapter jack and a speaker on the back of the base. Like, it was just a more updated version. But it doesn't really matter that much. They're pretty much the same with the second generation. These characters were based off of the NFL bobbleheads that were made in, like, the 1960s. So they came back in the form of an animated doll that sings "Are You Ready for Some Monday Night Football" by Hank Williams Jr. Alright, so here he is. Alright, and I'll play him one more time. Thanks for watching, guys.